and then put your hands up if you want to learn to be a piano teacher. Okay. Don't be shy. Just learn again, okay. Revive.
control 的。
好好，いかがでしょう。
We'll start now. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to our Mizo Masterclass series. Just your hands up. Can anyone here not speak Cantonese? Okay, So to make it more inclusive, we will do mostly English and then tiny bit of Cantonese. Okay, just a
有
tiny.
冇人識講英文啊？有冇人唔識講英文呢度？OK。
Okay, cool. So welcome to our Muso Music Masterclass. So first of all, my name is Isabel. Say hi, Isabel. Hi. So we're treating you all like kids, so you can become more kid friendly. And then this is Lawrence. Say hi, Lawrence. Hi, Lawrence. Yes, don't be shy because you're all piano teachers. Even when you teach adults, you have to be more kid friendly and more fun. So yes, there it is. Isabel is on the left, Lawrence is on the right. Now, a little bit about us. We created a school called Muso Music Academy, and we're all about, not just playing or practicing piano in a very effective, serious way, but also making it very fun. Because at the end of the day, kids are kids. You need to let them play, and the best toy for them in their childhood is the piano, or flute or violin or whatever instrument you play. So you have to trick them into thinking that their musical instrument is the best toy in the world, better than the iPad. So we are all the way from not Melbourne, Sydney, but yes, all the way to the left of Australia. So you can see here, we do pajama week sometimes, and on the right we have even a student who's playing Lego outside waiting for his music lesson. And then here are the Muso Music flashcards, which we will talk about today on how to note read and sight read better for your kids. And this is our team as well. Oh, yeah, so our team, we have a full team of 12 people now, which is pretty impressive, all around the world. So we've got Barbara here, she is from Poland. Caitlin is from Philippines and grew up in Singapore. Shireen, myself and Lawrence from Hong Kong. Andy from China, Pin, Thailand, Shannon, half Japanese, and Laura, Colombian, Malaysian. So you can see we got a full multicultural team, which is really awesome and exciting. And also Vinny in the middle, who's Viet. I forgot to say that, Vietnamese. Okay, so about Lawrence and I, we are actually from Hong Kong. And while, yes. So to be able to come here and to do a masterclass, especially with Tom Lee, is such a dream come true. When we were younger, we would visit our grandparents every single year, almost 1 month, every single time we come. We would always go to Tom Lee Music Shop to practice piano. So I want to say a big thank you to Tom Lee team at the back for helping us do this masterclass today. They're so kind, so helpful. And without them, this wouldn't have happened so last minute today. Okay, so let's get straight to the Muso Masterclass. So part 1, we're going to teach you how to note read with flashcards. Part 2, how to practice with your students, assuming they're kids in a fun way. And part 3, confidence and Q&A. Now, if you were here yesterday, we made it very kid-friendly, but today we're going to go from a teacher's perspective more. So how you can be a teacher. So that's why if you can, come on stage, so we can teach you how to be more kid-friendly to the teacher. So it's one thing to watch, but it's another thing to actually copy and do. It's two different things, because everything I teach you today, you have to communicate this not just to the kid, but also to the parent. So we do a lot of role play. Yes, this is not just a piano workshop watching class. You have to attend a drama class, because at the end of the day, it's all about being a fun teacher, depending on the child. Okay, so everyone should have received already a pack of Muso flashcards, is that correct? Okay, awesome. So you can see the white cards are general teaching methods. So for example, the first one say and play. Show a card, teach and demonstrate. Say and explain, show a card, explain or give a tip, etc. And then we also have some guidelines on how to actually learn the music notes. So we say around roughly 12 weeks, so around 3 months, they should already know 4 octaves of notes. Yes, so if that's not happening, then there's something wrong. But you have to communicate this plan again to the student. So a new student comes out, okay, Lawrence, come here. Yeah, so see, this is the new student. Actually, this is not the new student. We'll get Buddy. So this is our friend Buddy. So you always have a soft toy with you. So we say Buddy is our helper. Now Buddy is going to be the kid. And this Lawrence is the dad.
Well, I'm the dad.
Yeah, you're the dad. Okay, so change role play. Drama class here. So then Buddy comes to first class, all very shy because maybe Buddy is 4 years old. And then you don't talk to Buddy because Buddy is probably playing somewhere. You tell the dad and you say, okay, so our goal in 12 weeks is to learn 4 octaves of flashcards. Wow. So you've already told them the long-term plan. Then you tell them the short-term plan. And then you go, okay, this week we only learn this amount of cards. And then after we finish this amount of cards, next week we then learn the next set of flashcards.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah.
it's a build-up process.
Yes, exactly. You're so smart.
Oh, thank you.
You have to give not just the kid compliment, also the parent. Yeah, because at the end of the day, all their hard work to the kid also needs to be worshipped. Yeah, so give as many compliments, and especially to moms. You know, mom's like, oh, you understand me. I have to cook and clean and do so many things, and you understand me so much. So yes, you're not just a piano teacher, but you're also a therapist. And then you're also a parent trainer on how to build a loving bond with your child. Okay, so everyone with me? Okay, awesome. So let's get straight into the week 1 process. So we always say week 1, you have the treble clef and the bass clef. So yesterday, if you were here at the music flashcards, I did this with the kids. I would say, this is treble clef. And then Lawrence running around, like a role play again. So he's a 4-year-old. Yeah, an energetic 4-year-old. Yeah. Okay, Lawrence, come here. Oh, Lawrence, cool. So, can you see here? This is the piano. Come here, say repeat after me. Piano.
Piano.
Yes, and you can see piano is so big, isn't it? Say, so big.
So big.
So kids, they just love repeating after you. So just get them to repeat after you as much as possible.
Repeat after you as much as possible.
Yeah, yes, you should be the piano teacher. Yeah, so you always compliment them. See how many compliments I'm giving them, and then pretend Buddy is now the dad, and then Buddy is here. The Buddy,
Hi, Daddy.
The dad is like, oh, the future piano teacher. Oh, thank you. So you give many compliments to make them feel good, and that's all in relation to confidence, which we will talk about later on again. So you're giving them not just the kid confidence, but the parent confidence. So you're giving everyone confidence. Now Lawrence, you're also smiling face. Sit down with me. Yes, we're going to learn some music notes with a game. Do you like games? Yes, because all kids love games. Yes, so we're going to first learn treble clef. Repeat after me. Treble clef.
Treble clef.
Yes, almost. Treble clef.
Treble clef.
Yes, almost. Okay, so then you don't fix this because it's just going to take too much time. So you tell the dad, so Buddy, Mr. Buddy, he's the dad now. Mr. Buddy, just make sure you keep repeating this to your son every single day. See, you instruct him. See how I'm planning and communicate to the dad what to do. Yeah, if you tell the kid, the 4-year-old, make sure you practice every day. Huh? Like 2 minutes, 1 second later. What did I just say? Like, they have no clue. So communicate that to the parent. Okay. Now, if you're teaching adults, tell them to write it down. Yeah. Or tell them to record the whole lesson because they are also kids. Yeah. They also don't have memory at all. So even you guys now, you guys should record this lesson because I bet you as soon as you walk out of this music class, you also going to forget everything. I can guarantee it. Yeah, so everyone is a kid. You have to remember this. No matter how old they look, they're still a kid inside. So this is number 1 rule. So, tell Mr. Lawrence, okay, Lawrence, put your hands up. High note!
High
Yeah,
notes.
so treble clef, you put it there. So put it there, so get them to do something. Okay, because they're energetic kids, they want to do something. And yes, it's high notes, see? Oh, cool, yes, all right, awesome, that's enough. Now put your hands behind your back. Oh, wow, so good. See what I did? I just told him to put his hands behind the back and they listened because they're actually good children. Yes, there's no such thing as bad children, just bad instructors. Yeah, so if you say, stop moving, you can't do that. You have to give them another alternative. another action to do. So never tell them to stop doing something, tell them to do something else. You see the difference? Oh, yeah, you're going, oh, no way. Now, Lawrence, this is called bass clef. So everyone can see it's bass clef. So say low notes, bass clef.
Bass clap.
Good. Now, if they cannot sit still at all, come Lawrence, get them to come off the piano. It doesn't matter. They don't have to be stuck there. So you put your hands up. High notes again for the treble clef.
High notes.
Good. Now bass clef.
Bass clap.
See, so I'm getting him to move up and down. See, so I'm trying to get him to release all that energy because this boy is just too much. Yeah, so high notes again. Good. What's this called?
High notes.
Treble clef.
Treble clap.
And then which one is bass clef?
Bass clap.
Yes, good. So it's now a game. Oh, yes, because everything is a game. So again, which one is treble clef?
High notes.
And then which one is low notes? What's it called?
Bass clap.
Oh, yes, high five. Great. So then see, giving him compliments again. And the parent goes, oh, so good, son. Ah! See, so you have to make sure they all feel very good. So then you tell Mr. Lawrence or young Lawrence to put bass clef here. Isn't that so hard?
That was easy.
Yes, see, you have to make sure they know it's easy. Yeah, you have to keep tricking. You have to
Reverse
say
psychology.
reverse psychology. Tell them it's really hard, but maybe you can do it.
But it's easy.
Yes, only you can do it. Yeah.
I love piano.
Yes, exactly. Because they think they're better than everyone else. So we don't just promote confidence, we also promote a tiny bit of arrogance. Tiny bit. Okay, awesome. So now we're going to move on to rhythm. Yeah, so this is really good. So again, pretending they're an energetic kid, you tell them, okay, Lawrence, this is called crotchet. Repeat after me.
Crotchet.
Yes, if they jump around, crotchet. That's okay, let them jump. Jump. Crotchet. Yeah, so if they're so energetic, just get them to jump as much as possible. Yeah, you don't even have to do it. You jump. But sometimes they don't know what jump means, so then that's why you have to do it with them. So this one is one beat. One.
One.
Good, see, already he learns. Now can you see it's black circle, can you see? So this one's the crotchet. Now we're gonna compare. So now comparison so they can know the difference. This is minim.
Nemo.
Almost. So it's not Minnie Mouse, and now you crack a joke.
Minnie Mouse.
Yes, and then it's not, it's minim.
Minim.
Minim, yeah! And this one is white circle, can you see?
Yeah, this one's white, this one's black.
Yes.
Easy.
So you allow them to be the piano teacher. So you tell them, okay, you tell me, Lawrence, why is it different? I don't know. So role play, see, drama class.
Wait a minute, this one's white, this one is black.
Good. So do you remember what the name of the white one is called? So it's not Minnie Mouse. Now you give them a clue. So you crack a joke. Now you give them a hint. Minnie Mouse, it is?
Minim.
Correct. High five. So you make them feel good. Yeah. Do you feel good?
Very good.
Yes,
That's
so good.
amazing.
Yes. Now this is not cockroach. So crack another
Cockroach.
joke. Yeah, and then they always laugh. Like we do this on every kid. Yeah, every kid knows this joke. Cockroach. So it's not cockroach. Makaza. I don't know what crotchet is in Cantonese. So maybe you have to figure out another joke. Just something funny.
Cockroach.
Yeah. But it's actually crotch.
Crotchet.
Good. And how many beat is it?
I don't know.
It's one.
One.
And the minim is 1, 2.
Should I do what all the kids do?
What?
1, 2.
And then you say, that is not correct. That's okay. We'll fix it in time. It's 1, 2. So you hold it. Does that make sense?
1, 2.
No, Lawrence. Then you can roast and be like, just like smack your head a little bit. Oh, Lawrence, no, it's 1, 2. And then the parent will force them and be like, okay, Lawrence, 1, 2. Yeah, usually the parent does it. The parent's like, yeah. So then you just let the parent and the student do a little wrestle fight for like 1 second. You're like, okay, all right, enough. Okay, break it apart, and then you move on. Okay, so that's week 1. So we've learned treble clef and bass clef, crotchet and minim. Don't give them too much unless they're like, I want more. Then you go, okay, all right. Then you move on. Then you say, okay, so this one is a dotted minim. Can you tell why, Lawrence?
Because there's a dot next to the minim.
Oh, you're so smart. You should be the teacher. See, I keep telling him he should be the teacher. Oh, see reverse psychology. And
I'm going to
make-
teach my friends now.
Yes. Oh no, you know who you should teach? You should teach Mr. Buddy, your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to teach my dog
So
too.
this is the best. Yes, your dog as well. Very good. Yes, teach your dog. So you even tell them that they are now a little bit more superior than their dad, but not actually. You don't say superior. You just say, look, you can teach your dad, and that allows them to recall things more easily because they're now the ones who have to teach their dad. It's even better if the parent actually doesn't know music at all. Sometimes when parents know music too much, they give their answers too quickly. And then I have to be like, okay, mom, you're not the student here. Yeah, it's a bit too energetic. So remember, if the parent doesn't know any music, that's actually even more perfect because you can tell the kid, your mom doesn't know any music. So you need to help train your mom. It's your job now, your responsibility. Yeah, they're like, got it. Yeah, unless the parent, spoils them a bit, then that's another
Mommy
story.
will do it.
That's another story. But anyways, we'll move on. And then finally, we've got semi-breathe. And our semi-breathe, we say it looks like a, what does it look like? An I. Yeah, so you always refer things to concepts, but kids are conceptual beings. They like story. So you say I. Tell Lawrence, it's like an I. Try it. I. See, lots of movement, hand actions. And it's called semi-breathe. Say semi-breathe.
Semi-breathe.
Yeah, they wouldn't talk that nicely.
Semi-breathe.
Yeah, so they would do that. So it's okay. If they can't say it perfectly in the first year because they're only 4 years old, it's okay, just move on. Just repeat every single day the parent does. You tell the parent, just keep doing it every day, they'll get eventually. And then basically at the end of the year, they should get it in no time. Yeah, so easy. Everyone got it so far? Okay, cool. Now, how do you play games? So of course, like any actual card game, you shuffle. Yeah, so shuffle, 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 shuffle. So turn around, Laura, spin around. So the energetic kid keep spinning, keep spinning. And then what is this? No, stop!
I forgot.
It is not cockroach.
It's a crotchet.
Yeah, you help them recall by giving some hints. So the jokes aren't just jokes. They're actually hints to help them recall. So the more they do this at home, the better they'll get. Now, let's say, mom's at home, you tell them to put it on the floor, and then they run around and get it. So Kate Lawrence, find all the cards, but you have to tell me all the right answers, and you get 4 points.
4 points.
Yeah, so they love points. Everything is a game. So get, what is it? There's a dot.
And it's a minim. Dotted minim.
Great.
1, 2, 3.
Good, well done. Pick it up. So you got 1 point. Awesome. So you tell them to do things. Tell them to pick it up. You don't pick it up. They tell pick it up. Okay. What's the next one?
It's white. Minim. 1, 2.
Amazing. So great. Can you get the 3rd point? Can he or can he not get the 3rd point?
Cockroach. 1.
Oh yeah, almost. But it's not cockroach. It's crot.
Chair.
Yes. Yes. And then the last one, dun 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 dun. It looks like a, do it for me.
An eye.
Yeah, so it's a
breathe.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, then pick it up. Just move on. Okay, so then you tell the
1,
parents.
2,
Oh yes.
3, 4.
Yeah, sometimes if I start talking, then I haven't finished yet, and I'm like, oh yes, you should be the piano teacher. So just keep complimenting them, and then. This is what the ring is for. You say, okay, mom, dad, okay, you've learned a treble clef, bass clef. Here's your homework for this week. And then so great, all the kids flinging it around. Now they have the ring. They won't ever lose the cards. That's why the ring is so important. Otherwise, it's happened so many times where kids have paperwork not filed up and they fall and everything just
Everywhere.
it's terrible. Now, on to note reading. Now, I know some people do face every boy eat fruit, but I think that takes way longer than the actual note reading purpose. So I don't really like that. So what we say is that, first of all, so they like counting. So you say, first of all, have a look. There is 5 lines. Let's count together. So Lawrence, let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. So how many lines are there?
5.
Yeah, so they love math. At this age, they love math. So you tell them to count as much as possible. And then you make them feel good because they love counting. Yes, 5. High five. Yes, Correct. So you can tell the parent, let's say they don't know how to read music, you just tell them.
1, 2,
Yes, yes.
3.
Yes, Lawrence, great. So look at this again. So you tell the parent, look, there is lines to help you count from bottom to top. So notice how I'm not just teaching the kid, I'm also teaching the parent. Because at the end of the day, at home, the kid's not going to practice themselves because they're just too young. You have to accept that fact. So you have to tell the parent, okay, you now count with the kid. This is how you play games, this is how you have fun, and this is how you become closer. Yeah, am I speaking too fast? Or is it okay? Yeah, sometimes Australians speak too fast, so I have to.
Hands up if you think she's speaking too fast.
No?
Be
Okay.
honest.
Okay, great. Awesome. Now, notice middle C is not on the 5 lines, Lawrence. Do you notice that? Okay, we say it's on the extra line. Say it for me.
Extra line.
Yeah, good. High five. So they don't actually know what they're talking about. They're just repeating after me. So
Extra.
it's okay.
Extra line.
They just say extra line. So if they don't understand, it's okay sometimes. You just move on. Yeah. Because
Extra
they're
line.
just too young and it's probably just too beginning to even get them to really understand. So just allow them to get it but not understand. So there's a difference. Okay, so also you now know it's extra line. Now let's go back to the piano line. So now they've already all jumped up, they have lost their energy. Now they can sit down. Yay! So sit down, Lawrence. He's now tired, so he's probably willing to learn. So you tell Lawrence, introduce the keys and say, look, there is 3 black keys and 2 black keys. Your job, see, give them lots of jobs. Your job is to find all the 2 black keys. Can you do it? Let's try.
1,
Yes.
2. 1, 2.
Yes.
1, 2.
Yes.
1, 2.
Yes,
1, 2.
faster. Yeah, high five, you're so fast. Broke the record. Yeah, so you give them lots of, yes, correct. Kung Fu. So just basically give them lots of games and lots of jobs to do. Now, Lawrence, your next game is to find C. So 2 blackies on the left is C. C, C, C. Is it easy? So let's try it. You can beat the last record. Go even faster. C, 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 C. Yes, good. High five. Well done. And there's a missing C right here too, but that's okay. It's a secret C. Okay. Awesome. So now I'm going to introduce you to the music alphabet. So let's sing together. So see, I'm getting them to do more job. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now stop.
H.
No. So music is so easy. Because you don't need H, I, J, K, L, N, O, P. See? It's easy. Say easy. Say it for me. Easy. Good. And you tell them, is it easy?
Yes, it's easy.
No, you say easy.
Easy.
Yeah, good. So even what I tell you to do, you tell them exactly to do. So everything I'm teaching you, you teach exactly to the kids. Yeah. So make sure you can mimic it and practice in front of the mirror. It's very important. And don't be shy, just do it because at the end of the day, you're with kids. So obviously there's an inner kid inside you as well, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, awesome. So now we've got C, D, E, F, G, back to A, B, C. So in music, we start with C. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Okay, awesome. So now let's quickly move on to middle C. So you can see here there's a Yamaha brand, and the most special, amazing C is the middle C. So let's find it, Yamaha brand, point at it, and the 2 black keys, that's 3 black keys. You did it! So if they make a mistake, it's okay. Just be like, oh, not quite. You just say, oh, not quite. Repeat after me, everyone. Oh, not quite. Not quite.
In that voice as well.
Yeah, and then if they do it, oh, amazing. Say it. Oh, amazing. Yeah. Or you can be like Andy and say, oh, epic. Say it for me. Epic. Yeah. So in that voice, see, lots of charisma voice. Yeah. Sometimes I don't even know what you're saying, but your tone is so interesting, like a character. They're captivated. They're like, oh. Yeah. Okay. So sometimes I even do response for them. I said, ah, say it for me. Ah, so I'm teaching them some bad responses. But that's okay, we'll move on. So now we got middle C on the extra line. So repeat after me, extra line.
Extra line.
Good, play for me, middle C. 2 black keys. Amazing! Say it again. Amazing! Good. Okay, now this is 1 point for you because you got it, right? See, I'm giving them points now. And now we're going to move on to the next one. So you can see D is below line 1. So notice I'm referring to the lines. Okay, so line number 1 is below line 1. Now if they don't know what below and above means, then you have to teach them that a tiny bit. So quickly, below,
Below.
Above.
Above.
Yes, below. Above.
Above.
Yeah, great. Okay, sit down. So you got it. Awesome. So now D is below line 1. Say it for me. 1. Yes, good. So you can see I leave some room for them to say. Is online? Yeah, okay. You guys have to practice. We'll work on that later. Okay, awesome. So where's D for me? It's right next to C. Yes, great, awesome. And then finally E is online.
1.
Yes, good. So then you don't have to flip the back. Try not to flip the back too much, just only for the first one, and then you move on. Okay, so assume they now know C, D, and E. So they get it. C, D, and E. You already went through all that. Now again, you shuffle the cards, and you pretend to be a magician. So you go shuffle, 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 shuffle. Yes. And what is this note, Lawrence?
Line 1. E.
Yes, it's on E. So again, where's E?
C. E.
Amazing! High five! You should be the piano teacher now.
I should be the piano teacher.
So you can see I'm giving lots of compliments. And again, you can throw the cards again on the floor as well. Now, who wants to come up and try? Don't be shy. Yes, come on up! Yay! Okay, so you pretend to be Lawrence's piano teacher. Okay. No, you're the piano teacher. Yes, I'm teaching you to be the piano teacher.
Hello. Hello.
Cool, awesome. So you're going to go through quickly, probably the notes. Okay. So let's pretend you. What character do you want to be? What character?
I'll let you guys choose. Should I be a very energetic kid who can't sit still, or should I be like a shy, obedient kid? Shy and obedient.
Oh.
Is this common in Hong Kong?
Yes.
Oh, in Australia it's the opposite. The kids can't sit still. Okay, shy and obedient.
I can be the shy and obedient. You want me to act it, or you want to act it? See, now we're like competing. Who can act? No, I want to do it. No, I want to do it.
Okay, I'll do it. Shy and
Okay,
obedient.
so you're the shy obedient. So usually with shy obedient kids, it's more so you have to actually get them to be more charismatic as well. So that's why you force them to repeat things after you, and you say, oh, you can do it. But you can't be too loud in that case, because if you're too loud, then you might scare them as well. So you can say, so Lawrence, we're going to do some notes, okay? Okay, say yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Louder, yes.
Yes.
So at this point, they can only say yes. So you have to teach them how to say yes and no. Yeah, so you can't get away. It's actually impolite. You have to make sure they stop this behavior, because when they grow up, they become just nodding bobby heads. So you have to make sure that you correct this behavior. Tell them it's yes. Okay, if I can't see you, I might be blind. I can't tell that you're nodding your head. So you have to say yes, not yeah, maybe. Yes. Okay. So then I'm like, okay, good. Say yes, and then sometimes I say use a fist bump. Say yes, but sometimes I say. That's okay. It's still beginning stage. So remember, it probably takes around 2 years for them to actually reach competence. At age 4 and 5, it's very normal for them to be shy. It doesn't matter how energetic they are still shy dolls. You know, they still have no control of their limbs yet. They're still trying to figure out what the world is. And that's a good opportunity for you to shape them into confident human beings. So that's very important. So you are their role model as well. If you also adapt to being really shy to them, then they will become shy as well. Make sense? Alright, so let's try. So you know what to do? So first explain middle C, D, and E, and then shuffle the cards and explain the lines as well. Yeah, you can do it. Alright.
Can I try the Cantonese? Because
Oh,
I
okay.
usually teach you Cantonese.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
好啊，你叫咩名啊？唔係喎，因為呢個係已經係 because it's
唔緊要啦
already the
，OK
second
唔緊
one.
要
No, this is the first lesson.
First lesson.
Yeah.
So I'll try from the.
The middle C, D, and E. Yeah, exactly what I just did.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Lawrence, let's see the piano. You see, we have the black keys. Where are the black keys? Let's touch
The black keys.
Yes.
So you have to give them specific instructions. So there's 3 black keys and 2 black keys. So repeat.
So there's 3 black keys and 2 black keys.
So what's their job now?
Let's count. Where?
1, 2, 3.
That's right. Great. Awesome. Now let's see the next one.
1,
2,
2.
middle C.
Middle.
Three times. Three.
And then give them a round of applause. Yay! So keep giving shy kids lots of round of applause so they can feel better. Yes, remember, even if they're shy or loud kids, I would say give them more round of applause. So try again. Say yay!
Wow, great job, Lawrence.
Even though I'm not smiling, I'm happy inside.
Yes, that's actually very true. So lots of young kids, are you happy? They're not smart. Are you sure you're happy? Yeah, so that's very normal, okay? So don't assume that they're sad or whatever. They're actually happy, they just don't know how to express it yet. So you can even teach them later on, but not in the first lesson, that's too much, okay? So later on, maybe 1 year, okay, smile for me. Use your top teeth. So make sure you're role modeling for them, always smiling for them. Don't adapt to their behavior, show them what they can potentially become, but not too loud if they're too shy. Okay, next.
Okay, so Lawrence, look at this. There is an extra line. Pick it up with me. Extra line.
So if I was you, I would count the lines first. I'll do
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
So let's count the. There are so many lines. Let's count it together.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
5.
Yes, 5 lines. Give me 5, 5, 5. Yay, 5 lines.
Good job.
And under that, there is extra line. Repeat after me. Extra line.
Extra line.
Great job, Lawrence. There is emotion. Yes, it's a very special one. Under this logo, middle C. Can you play it? That's great.
And a high five again.
High five. Yeah.
So lots of high fives. Okay, awesome. Now moving another one. So you can be a bit faster. You know, you don't have to explain too much. Less is more sometimes. Yeah, and I also like what she did, which is the I do, we do, you do. So she did it first, then they did it together, then Lawrence did it by himself. So that's very important. So let's repeat after me. I do,
I do.
we do, you do. Yes, again one more time. I do, we do,
We do.
you do. Yeah, so that's very important. Okay, awesome. Moving on.
So above the middle C, we have D.
Mm.
So where is it? S D.
Right.
So we
D.
play together. D.
D.
Repeat after me.
D.
Great job. Can you please tell me where's the D?
D is below line 1.
Yes. So play it first.
D.
Great job, Lawrence.
And
Thank
then
you.
high five again.
High five. Yeah, give me
And the
five.
next one.
And next one, we have C, D, E. So where is E?
C.
C.
D. E.
Oh, let's count.
C. D.
E is here.
Oh.
Here. We play it together again. E.
E.
Let's say it louder. E.
E.
Yeah, it's like a smiley face. E. Great job, Lawrence. Give me 5. Yay.
Okay, great, awesome. And then what's important is that you then look at the parent and you say, you get that, mom? That's very important. Then you look at the mom and she's on the phone. And like, do you get that, miss? You know, and then she goes, oh, you calling for me? Oh, okay, yeah, come closer so you can learn too. And they're like, oh, okay. Yeah, so then they also can engage and know what's happening, because the second you leave the classroom, then the mom goes, did you learn something? Are you going to practice? The kid says yes, but that's a lie because they can't remember because they're just a kid. Their memory is this big, so nothing goes through. It just goes out immediately. Adults, maybe 5 seconds. So you know better as well. Okay, awesome. So that, then you just shuffle quickly. So magic trick.
So magic tree. I'll shuffle it. And Lawrence, now you be the teacher. Can you please tell me what is this?
It's on line 1.
Yeah.
So it must be C. C. D. E.
Where is it? Great job, Lawrence. Give me a high five. Yay!
Now Now, Lawrence automatically set the line, but sometimes they don't know. They will just try and find the note straight away. So you then say, what line is it on? So that's the hint. So remember, you're always giving them a hint for them to find and recall the answer. So quickly, let's repeat after me. You have to give them a hint for the answer. Yeah, so you don't give them the answer straight away. Otherwise, what happens is that they become dependent on you or the mum for the answer. So now you have to tell me, because I'm the parent now. Make sure you tell them, only give them a hint, not the answer. So tell me.
So make sure you give them the hint, not the answer.
Okay, cool, awesome. And then how many times do I have to do the flashcards this week? So you say every day. So say it for me, every day. Yeah, not someday, every day. And then you tell the mom to repeat it after me. So tell me to repeat it.
So mommy, repeat after me. Try it every day.
Oh, every day. 每日啊，每日啊。And they say it's easy, don't worry. So you have to now trick the parent. Yeah, say it's easy.
不過我星期四要翻工，跟住翻完工又要洗嘢，咁洗嘢又有細路仔，咁細路仔之後又有功課，咁
And
點
then,
啫？
and they said, don't learn piano. That's what we actually say. We say, don't come.
Or you brainwash them, just say，你之後早起身 squeeze 10 minutes 咯，係喎。
Yeah, just say 5 minutes, 10 minutes only. No need half an hour. Yeah, that's a trick. Just only 5 minutes. Yeah, so exactly. So you tell them 5 minutes every day, do exactly what we did in the lesson. So repeat after me. Instruct me. So you have to give me instruction.
Okay. So it's easy because only 5 minutes every day. Just 5 minutes.
And
It's
only
very
C, D, and E.
easy. Only C, D, and E. 3.
Okay, but sometimes some parents are like, oh no, the kids can learn more. Then you give them F and G. Okay, so notice I only give them blocks of 3, 2. Yeah, so don't do too much as well. If you give them too much, no matter how bright they look, it doesn't matter. Don't ever give them 7 notes, just give them 3 and say as a challenge, do 2. Okay, cool. So that's it for flashcards. So week 1, C, D, E, F, G. Week 2, we'll say then the treble clef 1 octave. So stand up for me, Lawrence. So here up to here. So by week 2, week 3, they should be already here. Then you introduce the bass clef notes. Then from here to here, again refer to the lines, and then they should be able to do 4 octaves by end of week 12. Okay. Now, just because they've learned it doesn't mean they've actually memorized it. So you have to remember this. Okay, so it's a practice. So then you tell the mom. So you always tell the mom. So pretend you're the mom now. So what's your name again, sorry?
My name is Miyu.
Miyu. Oh, that's a cool name. So see, I complimented her. Does it make you feel better? Yes, yeah, make you feel better.
Flatter the parents.
See? Always flatter something. So, oh, your hair is so nice. Your dress, your shoes are so shiny today. Where did you get it from? So get to know the parent a bit as well, so you can create a personal relationship. So it's always about making you feel good. I feel so good. Yeah, so make sure arrogance for parents also a little bit important. Okay, so arrogance a tiny bit everywhere. That's what makes you a real muso. Yeah, without being a tiny bit arrogant, there's no way. So you tell the parent, what was I talking about again? The C, D, E.
C, D, E, F, G, the octaves.
Yeah.
Planning, yeah. So I think that's pretty accurate. So
Okay.
within 12 weeks, we get the kids doing 4 octaves. I know it may sound quite crazy for some of you because in our academy, the kids are 5 years old. And then by the 12th week, they can literally do it. Any note, even the high Cs. So what's this note? 3, 2, C. Which note? And then they have to actually get the right octave. We're doing 4 octaves. It's pretty crazy. So a lot of people we tell, they go, what? Is that really possible? But we're doing it. And Isabel introduced a lot of games for you guys. We do that. And eventually, to pass this, we do something called a 3-second rule. So you say, oh, you get it right in 3 seconds. Or this teddy bear will.
Yeah, and you can
Fast
do
on
wrong
your head.
pile. You can do wrong pile versus good pile.
Yeah.
So you tell the parents, okay, there's so many cards now. All the good pile, you don't even have to bother revise. Just focus on the bad pile or the notes that they don't work on. That's what the rings are for. Yeah, so remember to use the rings. I remember what I was going to say. You refer to I call the 6-pack rule. So let's say you train in the gym and you finally got a 6-pack. Then you stop training the day after and the week after. Will your 6-pack still be there?
And I have the 1 pack.
Yes. So then you say, no, it's not possible because to maintain a 6-pack, you have to keep practicing and going to the gym. So that's exactly the same as flashcards and note reading. Does it make sense? So then the parent goes, oh, it makes sense. And you can say, just like driving. Yeah, you learn how to drive, but if you don't drive for 3 years, you're also going to forget. It is completely normal. Yeah, so like I said, you have to be a therapist sometimes because sometimes the parents, I already taught him for so long. How come they don't remember? I say it's normal that they forget because you haven't practiced with them.
Yeah.
And you refer back to the six-pack rule. Yeah, so you always say, oh, don't worry, it's easy.
Yeah, and a quick note is usually we take 3 to 4 months. Usually I say 3 though, to get them doing the 4 octaves. But kind of depend on their age. If they're very young, it might take a bit longer, 4 months. And once they're past, so the 3-second rule, they can do all 4 octaves within 3 seconds. They pass it. I give them 2 stickers, extra stickers, so they feel very happy.
Yeah.
Usually we don't have to bring it back, but sometimes we do when they hit a higher grade, grade 1, grade 2, because they've lost their note reading. Yeah? So you want to bring it back if it's not very good, but generally it's okay. Usually after the note reading is good, they just learn how to read the notes very fast. That's how we can scale our students to go up really, really quickly, up the grades.
Okay, thank you, Miyu.
Thank you, Miyu.
Thank you. Any questions about that class? Are you okay? No one has questions? Oh, okay.
Yes.
We'll do it A, B, C. Yeah. So, how old are they?
Yeah.
Mm.
So in that case, the helper has to practice with the kid. You have to actually help. Yeah.
Then you tell them to record the lesson because sometimes they can record the lesson and they watch the lesson at home and then they can practice with them every day at home.
Yeah.
So make sure they can record the whole lesson.
I think the big problem you guys will have in Hong Kong is that a lot of parents, Fumo, don't want to practice with the kids. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's a very different lifestyle. We're from Perth, where
Actually,
it's-
parents are like that as well in Perth, but we just don't
we
accept
don't
parents
accept.
who don't want to
Yeah,
practice.
we make it very strict about that. So you guys find a way. If I was living in Hong Kong, then the way we do it will be very different. We will be saying stuff to help us, or record the whole lesson, and then we'll send emails to the parents, very clear lesson notes. Then we say, you'll spend some time with her. You can't. They sort of enjoy. You must spend time. You can't
Yeah.
just expect them to do it themselves.
Yeah.
But you have to be smart about it.
You have to trick the parent into thinking it's a game as well. So there's a negative connotation around practice being boring, even for the parent. So you also have to trick the parent to thinking it's a game too. So remember, the parent is also a kid secretly. That's the most important thing. And they're like, oh, okay. So they're serious kids. Okay.
So I hope that's helpful. So I guess you can't actually get the helper to practice with the kids sometimes. If you can, even better. But just get the helper to record and then send an email to the parents every lesson notes to tell them, okay, watch the video so you have a good idea on how to play 5,
Yeah.
sometimes 10 minutes.
If it's too much for them, sometimes I say just take a break.
But 5-10 minutes, you have to persuade them to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in Muso, it's quite easy for us. We just don't let any parents join who
Mm.
say they're too busy. Yeah.
Mm.
It sounds quite mean, but our audition process, like to actually get into our academy, we actually interview the parents.
And it helps you
Yeah.
as a teacher to make it more enjoyable yourselves. Like why force yourself to teach someone who doesn't want to be
I don't.
taught? Or why force someone who might have interest but the parent isn't around? Yeah. But like I said, record the lesson because sometimes even kids they like to because they love watching YouTube these days. So they have the iPad, they watch your video and they think, oh, it's like, a little game sometimes. Yeah, so that's very important. Make sure they record the lesson, but make sure you have to make sure you set up the camera in a way that is visible. Okay, you make sure the keys are visible. So make sure you don't just set up recording and that's it. You have to make sure it looks good.
Yeah.
Okay,
How
that's
many-
what I say is drama class. You have to be
How many people here actually get the students to record the whole lesson? Hands up. Right.
Good job.
That's good.
You get a sticker.
so actually it's something that's not done a lot. It's because a lot of teachers, I'm not sure because I don't know you guys, but a lot of teachers feel quite shy. I don't want them recording, or they might say, oh, for privacy purposes or whatever. But actually in Muso, it's become so effective. Yeah, it's because they record it, they go home, they rewatch with the parents see how good you are, and then sometimes they will actually cut like a short out and send it to their friends. Wow, they got teacher saying, well, 咁好玩嘅. Then that's it, you get bombarded. Oh, please teach my kid, yeah. So it's actually a very smart thing. And then we also, in Australia, I'm not sure if you guys know, but being a man and being a teacher is quite dangerous these days. So if you actually get all your students to record the lesson, if you get accused of something you didn't do, you can easily say, oh, I didn't do it, okay, take the video out. Then if they happen to not have the video, so none of the parents will believe that parent because they, make it very obvious in the emails, it's compulsory to record. Why do you happen to not have a recording if something bad happens, right? Yeah, so in Australia it's happening. The teacher sometimes the kids make up some story because the parents aren't there. Yeah, it's quite extreme. So that's why we start making the recording.
There's protection purposes as well.
And also learning.
This is very severe case.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what the Cantonese word is called, but it's like grooming, a case of grooming where, let's say, a female student accuses the male teacher of, not very good behavior. So this is also very important for male teachers especially. Female teachers, very easy. You can get away with a lot of things, like I can pat you here. But male teachers, sometimes just get the soft toy and just pat them. Yeah, don't touch them. Just pat. Yeah. But you can use your wrist, it's okay. But try to keep a relative, So it
we
depends.
train our educators to actually, even females actually, most of the time just touch the hand area. This is okay. And as long as you touch, it's not stroking, it's good. Because you need it, right? Or it will bok towel, okay. But the moment you get to the back, be very careful. So we actually train people in it. Just shoulders, hands is okay. Yeah.
Cool, awesome. So moving on, question B.
Yeah, question. 有個咪喺度啊，可以大聲啲。
No? Question.
I'll just wait
Daniela.
for her.
My question. Good morning.
What's your name?
My name is Elsa. Almost forgot my question because I'm my kids too.
It's okay.
But my question is kind of similar in her question. So I was just wondering just want to make it clearly if you want to suggest as a teacher, suggest the parents to have a 10 minutes playtime with the kids. Am I correct? Play at home, you mean? Is it the
the
homework?
flashcards?
Yeah, is it the homework?
Yeah, it's homework. Yeah.
Oh, because it's kind of hard. Because in Hong Kong, the parents is really busy. So I just meet with the helpers. I can't see
So
that.
the helper has to
Terrible.
Yeah, I'll be getting the helper to do it.
Yeah.
So the helper
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
It's
Yeah.
more realistic, and then the parents will be very supportive of it if you communicate well.
So you have to communicate to the
It's part of
parents
the homework.
that
Yeah.
the helper needs to help with the homework.
因為咩辦法啊？ Parent too busy, helper too. So what do you expect? They do it to the teddy bear. Please hold the flashcards. You
Yeah.
need some kind of adult person to
Yeah,
do
the
it.
helper is fine, and then we say, just remember it's a homework game. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So do you do this with the kids who is 7 years old or no?
Yeah.
Or only for 4
No,
years old?
7 years old, they
7
love it
years
as well.
Any
And
kids with
10
sight
years
reading,
old,
yeah.
they'll still love it.
Mm.
Yeah, 13 years old, you don't have to be so childish. You just quickly do some flashcards. It will still help. Even adults as well, as you know.
The point is, if they're beginners, they come to you for the first time and they don't know reading, you have to do flashcards.
Yeah.
In Muso, we say, okay, if the grade 2 student comes, let's say they're 8 years old, 咁哇，原來你唔識睇 notes. The previous teacher knows, no, Suzuki method, don't focus on notes. Then just whip it out. Right? Okay, first 2 months, get your note reading solid. And as an educator, you feel so much better because after 2 months, the note reading goes up. It's like, every note fix on it. It becomes very easy. Yeah. But I understand the parent problem is a big thing in
Yeah.
Hong Kong. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
thank
thank
you.
you.
And then C, question C. Oh, this D came out. I don't know what it
Yes, hello, I'm Emily, and I want to ask, is the flashcard the only material that you use in the first lesson for beginners?
Oh, so that's
Yes.
a good question. So
For the
we'll go
material
through the
planning.
books that we will use later.
Okay.
Yeah, in a moment. Last question, quickly, and that's it.
Like, what if the child doesn't like speak at all, just stares blankly?
That's okay. Just move on.
You just, like, show
Just
them-
tell them to nod their head. Yeah, and then you can. Okay, cool. Move on.
Or are they too young though? How
No,
old
I
are
mean
they?
like some people, like some children, like, genuinely just do not talk, so they just stare.
But how old are they? If they're
Um,
4, then it's normal because they still can't speak properly yet. Only the weird ones can speak. Yeah, so it's odd if they
No,
can speak.
like, no,
at
no,
4.
like,
4 years old they can speak.
They can. No, not really. Yeah.
What about Chinese students coming to
No, Ruby couldn't speak for a long time. Yeah. Very
I
normal.
think Hong Kong kids are more bright. Some should be able to speak. Some
Yeah.
can read, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So if they're shy, then it's up to you. Like I said, you're the role model. You'd be like, oh, it's okay, cool, let's move on. Yeah, don't. You just role model and show them it's okay. You're in a safe environment. If that makes any sense. So remember, don't be so timid as well. Like, don't do this. Yeah. Be more open. Yeah, even stance is very important. Yeah.
I would say do whatever you can to make it fun and game-like for your kid who's very blank. But if you really see they just cannot respond, maybe too young or they're not there yet, you can consider telling the parents, oh, a few more months long, like wait, they're not ready for it. There's no point. I can see the kids not enjoying it. I'm doing everything I can. Doing everything Isabel said, all the games, but they just don't respond. It could be a sign maybe too young. Yeah.
If they can't talk but they can move, then it's okay as well. Just teach them yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you. So we're going to move on to beginners. So the books, maybe Lawrence, you can go through the books quickly.
Okay, sure. It's our secrets. You're revealing
And then
it.
also I want to show them the crossing, some pieces as well.
Okay, yeah. So usually in a lesson it's 30 minutes. You spend a bit of about 5 to 10 minutes on flashcards, give out the homework, some games, tell the parents to do it. And then afterwards we follow up with something called the 5-finger exercise. So I don't know how many of you guys have seen our YouTube videos. We've actually posted entire lessons to help you guys on exactly how we teach our kids. Because I know a lot of Hong Kong teachers are shocked. Like, how do we get like an 8-year-old kid playing a grade 7 piece and the technique is so strong, right? It's actually from the beginning. So after flashcards, we do 5-finger exercise. Does anyone here know what that is? Okay, so just explain it. Just yell it.
Just press down.
Yeah, press down.
When you
5 minutes.
hold, you move each finger. That's where
Very
finger independence.
Great. And the whole point is to keep your fingers curved, right? So what I'll tell the kid to do is to push down 5 fingers on C, D, E, F, G. And then the teacher is going to come up, will poke the joints. So for those who don't know what a joint is this lump here. You see these things? So we put a bit of pressure here, and the young kids will usually bend, right? Now, it's your job to make it fun for them. So Isabel's going to make it fun for me. So if I can't hold it, she's going to make some funny sound when it bends. Now, ready? I'm a little kid. And then...
Okay, Lawrence. Oh, splat. We don't like this feeling. We want it to be curved and strong. So push forward more. Yes, strong like a tiger. Yes, so powerful. So you can see I'm doing comparison.
And as a kid, I'm already looking at her. Whoa, she's so expressive. And a lot of kids will start looking at me. Whoa, I like it a lot. Because I'm a kid, right? I want expressive facial. If you have no expression on your face, I'm telling you the kid will not enjoy it. Yeah? So if they bend, right, you press 5 fingers. Splat! Oh! 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 Oh!
So maybe try and make that sound right now.
Yeah, our kids love it. That's why the parents go everywhere.
And don't be shy. Every teacher is shy.
These teachers are so funny, you know. They're making the kids laugh. They make them so good. Yeah. So which one do? Which one should we make them do?
We should do the splat one.
Okay, this one's the easiest one.
So everyone
For
put
the
your
more
hands
shy
up.
teachers. So hands up. Let's say you poke the joints and it bends. Everyone say splat.
Splat.
Now don't have a plain face. Okay, kids won't like it. Like splat. Splat. Ready? Go.
Splat. Splat. So do the chicken. Ready, Bob? Go. Splat. Splat.
Lots of sounds. So like oh. Pretend you're scared. Ah. Oh. Ready and go. Ah. Yeah.
Ready?
Which one?
Sometimes I say, ugly.
Oh.
Say,
You.
ugly. Ugly.
But don't say it in a ugly. The kid will cry. So, ugly, like in a more fun way, yeah? Imagine you're a 4-year-old. Okay, so we'll do it, we'll go back down now. So ready? So she'll press my finger, I'll do it bad.
Ugly.
Now because she made it funny, I laugh, but now I'm determined. Okay, I'm gonna push it back out.
Yes, strong.
So really you're just tapping it. You're not really putting that much weight on it because they're young, right? Put too much weight, it will hurt them. So just a bit. Now a lot of kids who don't want to interact that well, you switch it up. So as a teacher, she would tell me, okay, I want you to poke me first, get up. So you're making a teacher?
Okay, so now you get up.
Why am I
Be
getting
on my
up?
left side. Now I want you to be the teacher.
Oh, I'm the teacher.
Yes, I want you to poke my joints.
So I'm the student now, right?
So now they're feeling.
She made me sit down. She made me stand up. So making me a 5-year-old the teacher. And now she's asking me to poke, right?
See, can you feel that feeling? It's very ugly. This is not very nice. But this, strong. So repeat after me, strong. And be amazed. Like eyes out, like eyes wide. That's a Superman. No, I'm kidding. So then it's strong.
Pretend you're in a Hong Kong drama. More expressive, dramatic. So notice how she grabbed my hand and she pushed down and she was identifying what's weak and what's strong. So if it's weak, she might go splat, so say splat.
Flat.
And as a student, I go, oh, I get it now. Then she pokes me again, she's grabbing my hand, poking her own joints and saying, you see, it's strong. Say it to me.
Strong.
Strong.
Yes.
So now she's going to tell me to sit back down. So say sit back down.
Yeah, sit back down.
So she's a teacher. And now, as a 5-year-old, I already have a good idea, right? Oh, okay, she's going to poke me. So 5 fingers on, she pokes me.
Strong. Strong. Very good,
Now,
Lauren.
finger 4 is the weak one, okay? So most of your students would definitely bend. I'm already expecting you to bend. So let's say she pokes finger 4.
Oh, splat. So don't worry, mom will help her. Number 4 is a bit difficult, so that will come in time.
Now let's say you keep poking and it keeps bending. What a teacher can do is pinch their joints like this. You pinch it and push it up. Yeah? Sometimes we do really cute things because our hands are so small. We actually go from underneath and poke it up. Yeah. So watch Isabel do it. Ready? So it's bending, right? I'm too young. I'm trying my best.
So poke it up, see, just
So
stay
she
there.
pinches my hand, my
Ah.
finger. See, she's pinching my finger and doing it for me. If my hand is too small, she can't pinch it. She can go underneath and poke it out.
Yes.
Can you see?
Can you feel that, Lawrence?
Yeah. So for those who can't see the back, let me try again. 5 fingers. Finger 4 bends. What can Isabel do? So Isabel will pinch my finger 4
And I'll push it
and
out.
push it out.
Yeah.
Or let's say my hand's too small, she can't really pinch it. Right, I press down and it keeps bending the 4. She can go underneath from the back and push it out. So have a look. Finger 4 is bending and Isabel will poke it from behind. The teacher poke it from behind. See that?
Any questions?
Yeah, that's it, okay? So that's the 5 finger exercise. If they can't do all 5, just do 3. Yeah? Or if they can't do 3, just do 1 at a time. As long as they can grab, it's okay. Okay, and moving on, we do the fingering, wiggling game. So everyone 5 fingers out like this. So wiggle your finger 1s. Do this. Wiggle your finger 2s. Finger 3s, 4s, and 5s. Now turn it into a game. I want you to wiggle right hand finger 2. Notice how I'm using my left hand, right? But from the kid's perspective, I'm using my right. Wiggle your left hand, finger 3. Wiggle both hands, finger 5. Now, since you're so good, I'm going to give you a challenge. This is for maybe week 2 or 3. I'm going to ask you to wiggle right hand finger 2 and left hand finger 4 at the same time. And this is when it gets really hard for them. Okay? They might end up doing this because they don't understand contrary motion. To them, this might be 4. So you have to teach them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes you can get a coloring texter, write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on their fingers. Yep. And then ask the parents to go home 5 minutes. Okay? So 5 minutes flashcards, 5 minutes 5 finger exercise, and then 5 minutes of this wiggling game. Then over time, usually 3 weeks, you don't have to do it anymore. Say, pass! You can do all the wiggling so well. Good job, high 5. Or high 10. Or high feet. No, don't do that. High feet, yeah. Okay, and moving on. So our books is the Prima A. Red book here, Bastion Prima A, and we mixed that with the Thompson Part 1. So these are our 2 books. We generally give 2 pieces from this book and 1 piece from this book at the beginning. Yeah? And after around 2 weeks, when they've got into their rhythm, they're passing very quick, it goes to 3 pieces and 2 pieces. Now those who have watched our content is we make it compulsory to count out loud. Yep. And I can guarantee a lot of you guys looking at me going, I tried, but the boys don't want to do it. Yeah? So that's where you need to create incentives, right? Of course, boys don't want to sit down and go, 1, 1, 1, 2. Crotchet is 1, minutes 2, right? 1, 1, 1, 2. Kids don't want to do it. That's why you introduce prizes, right? If they have a good lesson, 1 sticker. If it's really, really good, 2 stickers. Maybe even create a board, right? If they're extra, extra good, put their name up there. So all the students see it, they will get incentive to do it, right? So keep that in mind, okay? You want a very effective sticker rewarding system. You can even buy some prizes, and then once they hit a certain number of stickers, let's say 15, you say you can win a prize. Make sense? Right. So there must be incentive to do everything, then the children will see everything as a game. Yep. You want everyone to have fun. That's the whole point. Okay, so I think I'll just do 1. The reason why we love this book so much is it gives you directions at the beginning. So it'll say stuff like clap and count the rhythm aloud. See? So you just go 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, and then you can write crotchet is 1 beat, minimum is 2 beats. and then do the clapping, the flashcards with them, and then just go through it, and find the correct hand position, play and sing the finger numbers. It gives you the instructions. Yep. And if you're very effective, you write 5 times. So Muso, we do something called 5 times rule. Everyone say it? 5 times rule. So we get the parents to understand this. You must hear your kid doing everything 5 times every day. Yep. 5 times every day. Yep. And then once it's good enough, it's a pass, right? What's pass in Muso is if they can play with good technique and it's fluent. Yep. And they're counting. Yep. Usually towards the end of the book, if they're really good, you can start adding dynamics. Because they're really good, right? Make it more fun for them. Okay, so does it make sense so far? Great. And then eventually we introduce the Bastian Level 1 and then the Thompson's Part 2. So these 2 books here. Yep. So it's Prima A with Bastian, Prima A Bastian with Thompson Part 1. Once they pass these 2 books, we do these 2 books. Level 1 Bastian and Thompson's Part 2. Okay? That's the Muso way. Of course, you guys have your own ways to do it, but this is how we do it. We decided to tell you, just in case you want to incorporate it into your own lessons, okay? All right, and I'm going to pass it to Isabel. She's going to tell you how to go through a piece with the student.
Yeah, so I'll just go through 2 pieces quickly from Thompson, which I think are actually very important. So the first one is mountain climbing or any crossing hand piece. So basically you tell them the bird flies over the tree, not under the tree because it gets stuck. And I guarantee you, if you teach them this concept, they will never make a wrong crossing hand mistake. So counting out loud, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, over the bird over the tree, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, bird flies over the tree. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, then soft, 2, 3. And notice to save time, I count out loud and I explain as I teach. So then I'm like, okay, let's move on. Because you don't have that much time, you only got 30 minutes, and that's it. Now the last piece that's very important from this book as well is called, maybe it's actually from the Thompson Part 1 actually. It's called Princess Waltz. Now why is a waltz very important to teach even at the very beginning? Is because later on there's lots of minuets, and it's all about dance. Now a dance, as you probably all know, has a different beat. It's like a boom cha cha, boom cha. Say it with me, boom cha cha, boom cha cha, and sway a bit. So let's sway to the right and go, boom cha cha, boom cha cha, boom cha cha, boom. And then you get the kit as well. So Lawrence is now the kit. So let's dance. Ready, go, boom cha cha, boom cha cha, boom cha cha. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Allow them to dance. 2, 3. Yes, keep dancing. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Very good, Lawrence. I love your dance. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, 2, 3, 1. Count with me, Lawrence. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well done. What a beautiful performance. And that's how you teach them a waltz feel at the very beginning, and then later on when they do preliminary grade 1, you say, a dance! Every time they go, dance, boom, cha, cha, boom, cha, cha. Does it make sense? Okay, cool. So those are just 2 pieces I think are very important. Now we're going to move on to preliminary grade and some grade 1s, 2, and then move on to a high grade. Now quickly, we also do a trophy system to reward them more as well. So remember, the reward system is very effective. So we also do a thing where you collect as many Muso of the mums to claim the big trophies.